Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you cordially from the COICA General Coordinator, Gregorio Diaz Mirabal. My name is Tabea Casique Coronado. I come from the Chenica people. I'm from Peru. I'm Peruvian, from the Ucayali River. The one that's talking to you is the coordinator of education, science, and technology of COICA's organization. What's COICA? COICA, it's a non-lucrative organization which is conformed in 9 countries of Latin America. Among them, we have Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, French Guyana, and Brazil. In this context, as an organization, we also have this area of education, science, and technology. However, it is limited. Why? Because to encompass the educational topic in the 9 countries that have differences in political structures and educational system, not all of them are the same. However, we are, as an organization, making incidences with the states, the Ministry of Education in different countries where it belongs, and practically COICA's basis. I'm going to talk specifically about my country, Peru. How has it been working in the educational topic? What we talk about inclusion, which is balanced. However, in this intercultural and bilingual topic of education in Peru, it's very advanced in these topics. However, it's not covering 100%, giving this accessibility and opportunities to the faraway communities, in this case, the indigenous population. Still, we have a long way to go. In this case, accessibility, in order for these children that are in the faraway places have this educational opportunity. But sometimes it's not easy to be able that every country or every state will give a minimum budget for education. It should be considered more importantly because education is very important for the human population. So the objectives that we have at COICA with the new management are the following: to make visible the importance of educational processes in the organizational parts, because in the organizations, local, regional, national, we still have weaknesses in this field, because sometimes other agendas prioritize it from outside, and sometimes they do not take into consideration the agenda of the indigenous organizations. To have dialogue spaces with international organizations and indigenous organizations. In this case, as COICA, we think about doing a meeting of all the countries that conform COICA, bilingual professors of every country and coordinators of the organizations, in order to articulate and conform the works that we will do later on, to generate agreements with different organizations and universities. Why do we consider this? Because there are no indigenous professionals that would occupy hierarchical spaces, because we believe that when an indigenous professional will occupy the Ministry of Education in their countries, in other instances, I know that it will address and it will support the population that needs it the most. There are a lot of weaknesses. We assess as organizations, and we are thinking what's happening. A long way has gone by from the organization existence, 35 years. However, it does not promote scholarships for these people that have less opportunity. So at the margin of all this, we have assessed these difficulties and how to improve in order to give opportunities, and this is the one that will access have an accessibility of the indigenous people to support their people and their organizations. I think it's time. Sorry, this is my quest, and I hope that some people will be able to cooperate, and these ones that have a political will of supporting the organizations, in this case as COICA, could coordinate with us and come with some projects that we will have in order to be able to have access to the indigenous people that live in the same communities. To finish my participation, we have experience in the formations that have the teachings in a short time. For example, the technical formations for students that were not able to study for several difficulties, as we have heard, economic access or whatever, and that these communities, they do not have institutes of universities that may have access. So then sometimes they will only have to settle for the primary or junior high school. They do not have access to the universities. There are formations that don't have experiences. For example, forestry is the same. They work in the communities and they support in the projects as Amazonian, Punto Cero, and other projects that practically through these organizations we foster this kind of education. Education, health, intercultural, and bilingual, that through these people that cooperate, we have formed projects. So there are teenagers that finish their studies, and sometimes the state already adopts it and their name. So these are short experiences that may facilitate these young people that need it. Thank you very much.